By Odin's beard, Ragnarok be here, and today I'm Ryan Turford from Carpool Gaming, and I'm going to be unboxing this God of War Ragnarok Collector's Edition, which is so big, it doesn't even fit in the camera frame. Let's go. Whoa. So God of War Ragnarok is finally here, and again, I've got this giant collector's edition to unbox to show you everything that's inside and to kind of celebrate the launch of God of War Ragnarok. Of course, if you're interested in finding out more, we have a full review up there somewhere as I'm nodding my head up there as I hold up this massive box, linking to our review over right here on the channel that Court Lalonde did. Thank you to Court for doing that for us. But I'm going to open this giant box, and it's going to be tough to keep on camera the whole time. Luckily, I've got like a little side table to help me out with this. But yeah, I won't be keeping the box on camera the whole time. One, because it's super big, as you can tell, but also it's actually really heavy. So let's just dive right into it. Y'all, you have no idea how much tape there's on this box. There's so much tape. Okay, we finally got the tape off the box. Now we're gonna slide the slip cover off the box. Again, this is just one giant slip cover here. So we're gonna slide that off the box. Now we've got a bigger box here. Look at this. Look at this box. Look at this box. The box is so big, it's got a door handle on it. That's how big this box is. So, and it's even got a compartment up top as well as the door on the front. So let's go ahead. Let's open the top first. Let's see what that does. Oh, it's coming off very slowly. Okay, so this is where we've got our smaller items in the box. So let's start here with, we got ourselves our dice. Every collector's edition of God of War comes with some dice that you can play. It comes in this little pouch here with this little tree on it, very reminiscent of the World Tree Yggdrasil or the White Tree of Gondor from Lord of the Rings. Of course, is just what I'm thinking every time I see that symbol. But let's take a look at some of these dice because I'm excited to check some of these out. So we've got basically like your whole like D&D staple set of dice here. Of course, this is for some kind of Norse board game or dice game of some kind. But of course, we got like our 20-sided dice here. This is really cool. Again, first of all, I love how these dice feel in my hands. They feel like really premium and really well made. They feel like they're carved out of wood, which is, what they're kind of going for here. And I like the etched symbols for each of the numbers on the dice. So there's your 20-sided dice. You've also got your 6-sided die here. Look at that. Look at that. Hopefully, the stuff is actually in focus today, but I guess we'll find out after Feature Ryan does the edit. We got a 12-sided dice here. Look at that. Look at that. We got an 8-sided dice. This is always one of my favorites. It's just basically like a cool little diamond that you get to roll. And then we got our 10-sided die here. And then, of course, we got our 4-sided triangular die here. 1d4, as one might say. And then we got ourselves an 8-sided die here as well. So there you go. There is the dice set that comes with it. Again, very similar to, a D&D dice set that you'd get. But again, just much higher quality by the feel of it. Because I've had, different dice sets for Magic the Gathering for the most part, because I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering. And I've never had one dice like, this high quality as far as it feels like I could chuck these across the room and they wouldn't break into a million pieces. I really like the build quality on these dice. So looking forward to maybe taking these to a card tournament at some point. Our next thing that's in the top here, we got the steel book for the game. Now, I know a lot of people were a little upset because this does only come with the digital copy of God of War Ragnarok. It does not actually feature a physical edition. Even though you've got a steelbook, they did the same thing with Horizon as well. I think this part of that is just really to help make sure that digital owners of the PS5 who want to actually collect all this stuff still have access to the game. But I kind of wish they would do what they do with movies in a way where it would come with the disc, but then also a digital code. But obviously, maybe the way they look at it is, oh, we're just going to give away that code or sell that code and stuff like that. They probably don't want you to do that. But that's the type of thing, like if they're going to do it like this, where they give you a digital copy in the box, I would love it if they do digital and physical, kind of like a movie, especially because you're paying a premium price for a product like this. So it really wouldn't hurt to do that. But here's enough of my rant. Here's a look at the steelbook. So we got, 2 wolves on the front here, howling at something, and then on the back we've got some Norse writing that I can't read. I can't actually tell what's actually written here. So if there's someone out here you can translate the Norse language, have at it. Go ahead and translate this at your own leisure. But inside the container here, we've got a slot for 2 discs. I'm guessing the physical version of the game is on 2 discs. I didn't know that. That's something new that I'm kind of learning about. And here is our, code for the digital content, and then the digital content. So the full game. It also includes basically an extra armor set, stuff like that. So we've got, two different DLC codes. Of course, I'm not going to show you all the code here since I still have to redeem it at the time I'm shooting this video. And I don't know if I'll have enough time before I post this to YouTube. So there you go. We got the steelbook for the game. All right, next things up, we got these 2 little carvings here. And according to the back of the box, these are 2 veneer twins carvings. So let's get them out of their plastic packaging and take a closer look at them. And here are the veneer twins liberated from the packaging here. Again, I like the heft and the weight with a lot of the stuff that's in this box. And again, you can definitely feel that the build quality is actually high on a lot of this stuff. So I do, like these. I don't know where I'm going to put them in this apartment, but I do like these little statues. They're pretty cool. All right, so that's everything from the top of the box, but we got to open this door, and I'm going to somehow try and do this without knocking over my microphone. Let's see here. So we got some cool artwork on the inside of the box. I'll actually take a picture of this so y'all can actually see this without my head stuck in the way. But this is pretty cool. I'm guessing this is, a painting depicting Ragnarok and what's going on here. But I don't really know what a lot of this stuff indicates just because I haven't had a chance to play the game yet. So I guess we'll find out. But as I pull down the door, we got the piece de resistance revealed, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of the plastic so we can get a much better look at this. And for the moment y'all have all been waiting for, I have Mjolnir, and I'm able to lift it. So clearly I must be worthy of the powers of Thor. This hammer is pretty heavy. This probably weighs at least 5 or 10 pounds. I definitely love the weight. I love all the carvings inside of it. I love all the attention to detail on the hammer itself. It's also just fun to just swing this around because it's lightweight enough as well, where even though there's some serious weight to it, you can also totally swing this around and have a good time, pretending you're Thor, throwing your hammer at Kratos and doing cool things. So I really like this hammer. I think it's really cool. I think that this is a great collectible. It's definitely the big thing from the box to be excited about. So I'm really happy that I've got this now in my collection. I now need to find a place for it on my shelf. It's got to go up behind me there somewhere. I've got to figure out where to put it in the position, especially now that I've got that Horizon statue up there now and the Gotham Knight stuff up there. It's getting a bit crowded in here, so I got to find a good place for Thor's hammer from Mjolnir. But I love the look of this again. So again, I know a lot of people were really excited to see how this would turn out in person, and I can tell you as someone who was a little bit skeptical at the time, I was not disappointed with how this turned out. This is awesome. And that is everything in the God of War Ragnarok Collector's Edition, an epic box for an epic game. There is a lot of cool stuff in here. Again, it's not the most plentiful collector's edition we've ever had, because I do think, for example, the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative that came out earlier this year had more items in it. But as I kind of alluded to, as I was, showing off the different items, I do think the quality is much higher on something like this than it is on a lot of other collector's edition items, especially, again, just Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and just in general, just feels like a very, very high quality item. So it totally makes sense as to why, the price tag's so high on something like this. when you do only get a few items. But again, all the items I think were really good. The twin statues, you know, are nice, but it's just one of those things where I don't know how they kind of tie into the story of the game. So I'm interested to see kind of their significance and where this kind of fits in with the game. The dice are really cool though. It's someone, again, who plays, you know, card games like Magic the Gathering. Like, I'm gonna be using those, and those are really gonna actually come in handy. And then of course, you know, the game itself, I'm really excited to check it out. And again, I'm gonna be swinging around that hammer like it's nobody's business. But what do you think about the God of War Ragnarok Collector's Edition? Or what do you think about God of War Ragnarok in general? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. As for me, you can find me on Twitter at Ryan Turfer, and you can find us on Twitter at Carpool Gaming. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. I'm Ryan Turfer. This has been the unboxing of the God of War Ragnarok Collector's Edition, and we're out.